Hello all you beautiful people and welcome back to another episode of Lava Plays Tropico 6. Woo-woo! Exciting! Alright, so hopefully we can do better than I did last time. Because let's face it, yeah, I wasn't doing the best. Wasn't horrible, but it wasn't the best. So, let's see if we can do a little bit better. From Tropico with love. Money making is good, but you know what is better? Making more money. The basic plan is to get things to make things to sell abroad, but every step of the way, there's something you can do to squeeze more money out of production. Complete all tutorial tasks 0 out of 6. Alright. Have active export trade route for leather. All produce goods are exported automatically, but there are some basic ways for you to manage your economy to save costs, improve the workflow, and increase your profits. And this is what this lesson is all about. Since you are currently producing leather anyway, you can commit to a leather trade route to get a better price for a certain export volume. You cannot fail a trade route, and you have unlimited time to complete it. Okay. So we need to go to trade routes, leather, sign card. Do you want to sign this trade route? Yes! So, we did that. Alright, expanding! With the trade route sign, you want to make sure your tannery has enough hides to keep it from running dry. So let's build an additional cattle ranch. The efficiency of some production buildings depends on certain properties of their locations. To help you identify a suitable location, a colored overlay will indicate the worst locations in red and best in green. Okay. Identify the most suitable locations for a new cattle ranch by comparing the resulting efficiency modifier, which is previewed in the construction panel. Have a ranch where cattle value is between 90 and 100. Place a cattle ranch on the best location. Connect the cattle ranch to a road that is connecting to existing roads. In case you ever misplace a building, you can select the construction site and cancel the construction. Likewise, already completed buildings can be demolished via their info panel. Alright, so we need to build a ranch. Okay, so it looks like efficiency would be 93, but the road would be right in the middle of that, so efficiency 97. Let's put it there. Yes, please! I did not mean to click on that. Oh, and here's the warehouse I accidentally put up last time, so yay! We already have a warehouse! Woo-hoo! It's already connected, so we just have to wait for it to finish being built. So let's speed it up. So it'll finish building that. There we go. Okay, we can go back to 1. Budget! Alright, so all that is completed. Wait for cattle ranches to be fully staffed. Alright, so set budget for all the building types the same. Alright. Alright. Efficiency -4. Alright. Excuse me. Upgrades! If you have coin to spare, you can purchase building upgrades that permanently improve certain aspects of a building. Install chrome training in the tannery. Although upgrades improve a building, they add to the acquisition cost of a building you need to overcome before the earnings of the building reach the return of the investment. So, chrome tannery. So, upgrades, chrome tanning. Alright. So, fire one worker from the tannery and close one worker slot at the tannery. Okay. Food and resources. That's not what I want. I want to click on here. Okay, we're gonna hire the well-off one. We are going to... Okay, how do we fire her again? Okay, hold on, pause. Huh. I just want to fire her, not... Oh,
Okay,
so I have to do that one?
Please.
Okay, so... But he has a child! How do I fire him?
You look kind of familiar.
Ugh, what a day.
So can I click on him? Hire for worker. Close slot. Okay. I didn't see how I fired them, but okay. Work modes. Some buildings can operate on different work modes that affect the function of a building. They can improve certain aspects while hindering others, or even change the main purpose of a building entirely. In contrast to upgrades, work modes can be switched at any time, allowing you to react to changing circumstances. Inspect the work modes of the building involved in your leather export chain to further improve the workflow performance. Switch to dock work mode from sniffer dogs to regular controls. And set both cattle ranches to the humane exploit work mode. Sniffer to regular. Okay, sniffer dogs to regular. Alright. And then the cattle ranches, humane exploit. Alright.
Hola.
Humane exploit. Okay, cool. So we did that.
So many ways
There we
to
go.
juice the fruits of the Tropican economy.
Trade routes for better pay, tweaking supply chains for fun and profit, fire workers to save money, or close job positions for even more Schadenfreude. Not to mention fitting new equipment and changing a building's production orders. The power is all yours, Presidente, always. Alright, continue with the next tutorial chapter.
Your job would be so much easier without the citizens. Perhaps one day we will be able to replace them.
Wow. Until then, you'd better know how to keep them all happy. So, first, shacks. Have you ever wondered about the shacks blemishing your tropical paradise? Apart from looking shabby, living there does really make the tenants happy, and you are missing out on the revenue. Tropicans build shacks on their own whenever residential buildings with vacant flats are too far away from their workplace. So wherever you see a shack, you're seeing people who rather live in a real residential building at the same location. So build two bunkhouses. Construct two bunkhouses next to the Fisherman's Wharfs on Volcano Island. You can just overbuild shacks with other buildings. No citizens will be harmed. Okay, good. So, construct residential bunkhouse. Does it say in here? It just says here. But that covers those buildings. Oh! You're supposed to place them over this? Well, hopefully that works. Speed it up a little bit. What are these? Oh, see, those are bunkhouses. Okay, one bunkhouse. Come on. Building under construction. Oh, I see the shacks right there. Oh, and the shack's there. So I should have put it there. Oh well. Another limiting factor for your citizens is their economic wealth. It defines what they can and can't afford. Residential buildings and service buildings alike have a required economic wealth. The economic wealth, broke, poor, well-off, rich, filthy rich, is determined by the combined income of a couple and their number of children. Select a citizen working at one of the fishermen's wharfs. Whoops. Okay, so let's put it back on one. Otherwise I can't grab these people.
I feel like I'm being watched.
So he's poor and uneducated. Okay. Citizens always look for jobs and try to find a home as soon as possible to their workplace, but these are only 2 of 8 aspects for which they strive for satisfaction. Altogether, these 8 aspects determine the overall happiness, which is compared to the happiness in the rest of the Caribbean Sea. This ratio affects decisions like immigrating, the rebels, or being a compliant citizen if they are happy. Open the info panel of a fisher and inspect the happiness tab. So,
Let me be.
happiness. So, overall happiness: food, healthcare, fun, faith, housing, job, liberty, and crime safety. Okay. The happiness aspects are updated regularly whenever a citizen feels the urge to have fun. They will try to find a building that is close by so they can afford and which provides a high amount of happiness per visit. Disappointments reduce the happiness level. Crime, safety, and liberty are different as they are updated whenever the citizen is spending time at home. If an individual's happiness level gets too low, it can have serious consequences for your citizens. They can become criminals, join the rebels, or even die if the food happiness drops to 0. The fisher you just selected could use a little bit of an entertainment, so let's construct a building that provides it. Have a tavern. So we are going to build entertainment, a tavern. Tavern made. We could have put it right here. Oh, see, they moved now that. Why does this have? Clinic? Huh. Look at them build this cool little tavern. Alright, let's speed them up. We need a tavern, please. Wow, they're slow at building this. What's taking them so long? Quick build is 600. Whew. Make it a high priority. Nobody is working on the tavern. What the heck? There's only 2 people working on it? Huh. Center the camera on this building. Nice. There we go. With the tavern constructed, it will soon attract workers, and eventually the fishermen from before will visit it to improve their fun and happiness. But ruling it is not really about catering to the needs of the individuals, but rather catering for the people as a whole. Statistic, demographics, and average values are your friend, and they are all part of the almanac. Let's have a look at what the statistics say about the fun and happiness. Open the almanac and inspect the fun and happiness on the happiness tab. So, almanac, fun, happiness, fun. So fun has gone down. Revenue from entertainment buildings, adult citizens, entertainment buildings, tavern, and opera house. So we have 2 taverns now? Okay. Alright. As you can see in the almanac, not only the single fisher was low on fun, the average fun happiness of all your people combined is quite low. To find out where exactly fun is lacking and where to construct buildings to provide it, you can consult the fun coverage overlay. You already know it from placing a tavern, but you can also inspect it beforehand to identify residential areas with low fun coverage. Hint: active archipelago view when using overlay to get a better overview. Open the fun overlay coverage overlay and inspect all 3 islands. How do we change the view again? Overlays. Fun coverage. Okay, so looks like fun coverage is all the way to over there. Alright. The coverage tells you which residential buildings are close enough to entertainment buildings, which seems to be okay on all 3 islands. Waterfall Island only has an opera house to provide fun, but most of the people living there cannot afford it. Use the quality overlay. It displays the average happiness the tenants received the last time they wanted to have fun. Red means the tenants have low happiness, which is either because they cannot afford to visit buildings nearby, the buildings are too far away, or the buildings are overburdened by the number of potential visitors. Open the fun quality overlay, build a tavern on Waterfall Island, and build a tavern on the center island. Okay, so how do I get to my map again? Okay, so overlays. Okay, I see. So here they're not having fun. So fun quality. So we want to construct a tavern. So if we constructed a tavern, alright, so we'll build that. So if we look at the overlay, fun coverage, So which one's Center Island? So that one, so this must be Center Island. Okay, so we need to build construction, tavern. Not within the designated area. So then how am I supposed to put one on Center Island? Here, overlays, one coverage. Well, now that this one's being built, this one's fun, but... What does that mean? Overpopulated, maybe? Construction, tavern. Building placement. Why? That was already taken. Looks like it wants me to place it right here. What a weird place to put it. Alright, so now we're gonna have to build a road. Or maybe we don't. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to... Are they done putting this one in over here? I don't know, but there's some things here, so we should probably put... residential bunkhouse. Okay, how do I turn the buildings again? There we go. Okay, there's two bunkhouses, but why does it not want me to place this one? Good tutorial task. Build a tavern on the Center Island. Yeah, well, just waiting for the construction to begin. This one right here. Come on! Build us our building. Go faster. Ooh, we get to watch the crops though. That's kind of cool. Is that cows I heard? Yeah. Okay, can we make this a priority? Thanks. So they got poor and uneducated people working here. Where? I don't see anybody. Oh, they're just not coming in. Okay. Seems like it would put more than 2 people on there, but...
Everyone happy is impossible, of course. So you have to play the numbers. In brief, you are number 1, I am number 2, and everyone else is way down there somewhere.
Just remember to check the almanac to see how happy everybody is, to lower the budget of buildings to make them cheaper for people to use, or to raise the budget of buildings to make the workers able to afford nicer things.
We now come to the troubling part of your job. Not everyone knows you are doing such great work. How crazy is that?
I know. People always think they know best, and sometimes you have to be political, which means inevitably bribing pressure groups to win those niggling elections. There is much to learn. I was going to say niggling. Whatever. Alright, in the previous lesson, you learned about the overall happiness of your citizens. It feeds into their approval towards you as their leader, however, this is mainly determined by their political views. An individual citizen will orient their views towards some of the political factions in Tropico over time. There are different levels of commitment to a faction: moderate, strong, diehard, which terminology how strong that faction influences the citizen. Instead of orienting towards a faction, a Tropican can also remain indifferent on certain topics. Open the info panel of a citizen and inspect their political views. Okay, let's put this back to normal speed.
Can I help you?
Alright, so happiness, views, communist strong, militarist strong. Thought I put that back to regular. Alright. Again, statistics are more helpful than looking at individuals. The almanac tells you how many citizens support a faction, and more importantly, it displays the standing of each individual faction towards you and your government. The standing of these factions is passed down to the citizens oriented to that faction. Also, if the standing drops too low, a faction might start an escalation in which they use their unique means and influence to oppose you. Open the almanac and inspect the politics tab. Politics. So capitalist, communist, religious, and militarist. And indifferent 24. So there's 109 communist. 91, so communist and militarist are the highest. And only 52% is happy? Huh. So you will have to have a good standing with each faction. They have opinions on a lot of the decisions you will make, like building or demolishing certain buildings. All of these factors are listed in the Politics tab in the Almanac once they've taken effect. On top of that, they will approach you directly once in a while with specific tasks, which are called demands. You do not need to accept those if their objectives do not correspond with your vision for Tropico. However, completing them will significantly increase the standing, while not reacting or dismissing a demand will decrease the standing. Accept and complete or reject the faction demand.
Presidente, there is a flaw in our military machine. We do not have enough of the things that I want.
It is obvious that military expenditure must come first. Food and education are luxuries after all, and well-fed, educated citizens are exactly what the economy wants. Have a watchtower, accept demand in time, 180 days. I'm okay with having a watchtower. So, we need to construct a watchtower. Let's look. Did he say where? I would say the middle building and close to the water. And we will put a high priority on it. That I'm okay with. Not will I be okay with everything, but that one I'm actually okay with. A watchtower I think is a good thing. Here's one of the workers. Okay, once again, we're going to speed it up.
The best defense is a good offense, Presidente. But as yet I am only moderately offensive.
This has nothing to do with your leadership, or mine for that matter. Our army is simply not offensive enough to go on the defense. No offense intended. Wow, he likes to mix his words. We got +5 military standing. Dual demands. Sometimes two factions will have a demand at the same time, forcing you to choose sides, even if the request is the same. In this situation, you will always lose standing towards at least the rejected faction. Dismissing a dual demand will anger both. After making the decision, the dual demand will turn into a regular demand. Accept the demand of the communists, or accept the demand of the religious. Check the current standing and the number of supports of both factions in the almanac before committing to a decision.
A good leader listens to the people, Presidente. Show you care for your Tropican comrades and win their hearts and souls. Though you do not get to keep them, okay?
Speaking of souls, I'd imagine that El Presidente is looking forward to joining me in heaven, rather than going to the other place. The Good Shepherd looks after the sheep, don't you agree?
Alright, so we're gonna look at the almanac first. Politics. Okay, so we're looking at religious and what was it? Communist? So religious were 104. Capitalist were 95. So communist or religious. So communists were 115, so we can stand to lose a little bit, but I guess we'll choose religious, even though I don't agree with what she's saying, so... Alright, where's the test so I can... There we go. Build a chapel. I sometimes wonder about your final confessions, Presidente. I suspect that if it could take a rather long time to cover all your sins. Of course, you could hedge your bets and consider a few good deeds along the way. Even if we can't manage to get you a direct flight to heaven, we might be able to shorten your layover in purgatory. I do not like her. I am just going to put it out there. I do not like her. So we have to build a chapel. Ultimatums. If the standing of a faction gets too low, they will issue an ultimatum, or turn a pending demand into an ultimate. Ultimatums are timed demands, and the last chance you get to keep the faction from starting an escalation. There's nothing to gain from escalations, so trying to complete the ultimatum is always the better choice. Intimidate
Your lack
neighbors.
of respect for the military is unacceptable, Presidente. We're on the verge of a coup.
Surely you know the risk of getting on the wrong side of the army. Please don't make me sit on a junta, Presidente. I don't want to be a politician. Complete the Intimidate Neighbors raid. Have the commando garrison. And complete demand in time. Rewards. One can be chosen. Military standing. +5 military standing or $5,000. I don't think we need the 5,000. We're doing okay, so I guess military standing. Political consequences of failure. A coup. Roughly half of citizens working in military buildings, except for the palace guard, will take up arms and attack the palace. Oh my god. So, intimidate neighbors raid. How do we do that? Alright, so we're gonna pause. We need to build a chapel. So construct. Is it under entertainment? No. Tourism, public services, raids, military, government, and finance. Decoration, world wonders. Okay, so where is the chapel under? Entertainment, luxury, a cabaret, newspaper, library, high school, radio station, tourism. We don't have that unlocked yet. Chapel, there it is. Building a placement, but we have a chapel there. Or it looks like a chapel. Okay, we're gonna put it over here. Alright, and intimidate the neighbors. How do I do that? Have the complete the intimidate neighbors raid. So I'm guessing that would be under edicts. Raids, pirate. Commando garrison is available in World Wars. Pirate Cove. Intimidate neighbors. Oh wait, why can't I add it? Construct the building first. What building? Commando garrison. Decrease Caribbean happiness by 5%. Great. Alright, so what building is that? Ooh, there's a chocolate factory. Ooh la la! I'm guessing it's under raids. Pirate Cove, Watchtower, Barracks, Air... Commando Garrison, that's what we need. Ugh. Where do we want to put it? Yeah, we want it on the main building. They just want to be turds, don't they? Alright. Well, you can do your thing now. Build both buildings. This is gonna be interesting. I think interesting is the proper word. We still have so much to learn.
A good deed, Presidente. Performed, no doubt, with absolutely no thought of reward. Yeah.
I can't demand selfishness. There's only one selfless Tropican, and he's in a straitjacket. But you can't buy your way into heaven, Presidente. You can visit the church gift shop, of course. What do you think you're asking me to buy my way into heaven? I really do not like her. Ugh, she just rubs me the wrong way. Alright, so as soon as this is built, we will have to intimidate the neighbors. We have to, yeah, complete the ultimatum. Complete the intimidate neighbors raid. Have commando garrison. Complete demand in time. Ugh. Well, we're working on it. We'll do the raid as soon as the building's built. Neighbors aren't going to be happy, but I mean, I guess whatever. So as far as making money, we're doing okay. We're still profiting. So it's not like we're going down, which is good. Alright. That is done. So raid. Commander Garrison. No raid in progress. Alright. Intimidate neighbors. Raid points required. 2,000. How do I get raid points? Set this raid to repeat. Cancel this raid. No raid. Producing raid points. Raid points production is 0. So, I see. So, do we have another one of those buildings anywhere? Opera House, newspaper, Teamster's office, construction office, ranch, a church, grocery, bunkhouse, apartment. I love the noises it makes when you click on them. That's funny. Of course, a dock. Gorgeous, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous waterfall. All right, so there's not one there. I just put one there. Was there one here? No. So these raid points that we're producing, I wonder how long it takes to get them. Raid points, raid finishing in 21 months. Oh my god. Because how many raid points do we need to do it? Decrease. Wait, so did we already do it? Okay, so hold on. Raid. Commandos are gathering, commandos are departing, executing mission, commandos are returning. Okay, so it is in the middle of doing it. That's the one it's doing right now. Got it. Well, this isn't fun. Wonder why it's going down so fast. Oh, I have it on 4. So, takes 18 months. That can't be right, can it? If we put more money into it. At least these guys are pretty well educated. They'd have to be military, but I don't know. Statistics, income, last month. We are losing money on it. Efficiency, 100%. Send commandos on raids to destabilize the Caribbean, fight guerrillas, sabotage superpowers, or go on a heist to acquire a landmark. Decreases liberty in the vicinity. Commandos have all the advantages of a modern fighting force. Airplanes to parachute from, nifty-looking knives, and cool face paint to wear under your baklava. Baklava? Yeah. Invulnerable in wartime, although hard to interrogate back into civilian society. Ugh. I don't know if this is gonna get it in time though. That's not what I want. I want to go to the raids. Oh, they are doing pretty good progress on it. They're executing the mission right now. Well, I know I was gonna end earlier, but we're gonna see if we can't get this, and then that'll be it for today. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. We're still in tutorial, so we're still learning everything. Maybe by the time we're out of tutorial, I'll actually know somewhat what I'm doing. Hopefully. Or not. That's still going to take a while, so we're going to pause it there. And we will finish this up next time and continue going on with our nice little tutorial. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, give me a thumbs up and leave any comments down for me below. You know I appreciate them, and it helps out my channel. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so you can see when the videos come out next time. Alright, until next time, this is Lava Temptress playing another Lava Plays Tropico 6. Till then, don't get burned. Bye!